Chuck Jones.
Anthony Mendez.
Randy Dixon.
Jose Mejia.
Baseball's finishing up. Time to go hard in the paint. Do, 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 do. Welcome to Hard to Paint. We have a great show for you today. It's going to be Major League Baseball oriented. With the season winding down and the playoffs getting ready to start, it looks clear cut that Kershaw is going to win the awards, and if he doesn't, there's going to be some controversy. How do you guys feel?
There's no doubt he's going to win the Cy Young. There's no way around it. He's 21-3. He has
beautiful record.
He's like a 1.78 ERA, I believe.
1.77.
Okay, 1.77. That's fucking phenomenal.
That's the same caliber as the pellets you can buy in a pellet gun, ain't it?
And then as far as MVP, there's no one standing out as an everyday regular player in the NL. The only one that was kind of standing out was Stanton from the Marlins, but he's hurt and he's playing for a losing team.
Well, McCutcheon too, but he's been hurt too.
He was hurt too, but the guy who's been dominating the fucking league this year, all of baseball, has been Kershaw. So I would give him the nod for.
And I don't think there should be any argument with that. I mean,
but see, Kershaw been out too. So
he was out for a month.
Yeah,
it's like college football. It's better to be take a L in the beginning than take it on later in the season.
That's any sport.
Like, could you imagine if he played the whole season? Like, he would have had like 24, 25 fucking wins. That would have even fucking solidified it even more.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and as far as the division winners, Dodgers of course took the West. Nationals took the East in National League. Now the Central is still up for grabs. Cards and Pirates, and the Pirates are only down by 1 game with 2 games left now. So this weekend is anything can happen, and also between the Tigers and the Royals, that's not solidified either.
That's the AL Central.
Yeah.
You really want to hear about that.
Because the Baltimore Orioles have the AL East, the Angels have the AL West. So the AL Central.
And the A's, I think, do the A's got at least one
I
spot?
think they're in the second wild card.
Yeah, all the playoff spots are locked. It's just not how they're seeded. Everybody who's.
But the thing is that's
so the Mariners are mathematically out now.
The Mariners are out.
So it's just the seed and all that stuff, and that matters a lot because we don't know who's going to play where, we don't know who's going to play who. So all I know is that I don't want to see the Dodgers play against the Cardinals.
You should, and you shouldn't, because let's just be honest. The Cardinals, their team, all they have to do is get in the playoffs.
But the thing is also when the playoffs start, like the Pirates are hungry, man. They're like the underdog, and if we play against them, man, they're fucking hungry as shit.
It's about getting over the hump. For me, and I'm a Yankees fan, but just looking at this season, to me personally, it appears like the Dodgers. You guys should be representing the NL.
Of course we should. We have the highest payroll in baseball. We should look at our lineup. We should be like at least 100 or more, over 100 games won this year, but we don't. But we don't have that. So we're kind of hitting our stride a little bit.
Hitting the stride during the playoffs is the most important part.
So, but I think we'll have a better chance against the Pirates than we do the Cardinals. But we have home field advantage, so we should be out of the first round of the playoffs and going up against the Nationals.
This is your best chance to win a world title. Is this fucking season.
Yeah, because last year we didn't have Kemp or Hanley.
Because you think about it, Kemp, I mean, you was talking shit about Kemp. Kemp turned out to have a pretty
Well,
good.
hell yeah, like who the hell couldn't talk shit about it? He was playing like shit.
But you gotta look at the season. He didn't have a damn good season.
That guy must be fucking Rihanna again or something because he's back in form. No, like let's be honest. So, the Dodgers again, and their window is closing. Adrian Gonzalez isn't getting younger. Matt Kemp isn't getting. They're all getting old, man. Carl Crawford's on the way out. Andre Ether's on the way out. The only shining spots you got in the Dodgers is D. Gordon, Turner,
and look at
Van Slyke, and Kershaw, Greinke.
And you got to look at Gordon. Look how he turned his shit around.
Yeah.
I mean, because you think about it, he couldn't hit shit.
He was always a fast runner, but
Yeah, he couldn't get on base.
yeah, that was
And now he learned how to get on base, and he defensively he been pretty goddamn decent.
last year he was being demoted to the AAA all year, like coming back and forth. And this year, he worked on his hitting skills, man.
Yeah.
So I gotta give him a lot of credit, even for being an all-star for the first time ever. Gotta give him a lot of credit. I think he's the leader in stolen bases this year too. And that's like people really don't do that no more. There's no one fucking steals bases no more. So
That's a lost art.
he's maybe just as good as Vince Coleman, homie.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say Ricky Henderson because he's a whole different. That's a whole different breed of player.
That's a whole different animal.
Who do you got in the World Series then?
The way I think it's gonna go, Dodgers, Angels. It's gonna be a freeway series.
That's what y'all hoping. But like anything, it comes
Well,
down.
that
It
would
comes
be
down.
exciting for California if that happens.
It comes down to pitching.
But for the East Coast, they're not gonna give a fuck. Fuck them.
It comes down to pitching.
Shit happens.
Because
that's how it is in the
they give a fuck about the Angels against the Giants. Nobody gave a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
That was a crap series.
That was a 7-game great series. Talking about a piece of shit. Barry Bonds kid almost got run over at home base.
No, I think that was Dusty Baker.
Oh, something like that. Something like it.
Really?
I don't know. Go ahead.
It was one of them Klingons,
Good old beat machine getting back some work. Yeah, but it's gonna come down to pitching, just like with any playoff, any good team. You see, the best teams that pull it out is with pitching.
It's defense, it just goes back to the whole defense wins
It's
championships.
not even if you got good pitching. The pitching
When it comes down to playoffs,
Pitching is defense though.
fundamentals
Stop
come to
another
play a
team from
lot.
scoring. You know what I mean?
The basic fundamentals come to play in the fucking playoff series.
and y'all got a
Bunting,
decent rotation.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Clayton Kershaw, this is his time to shine.
He got to shine.
All the cameras, everything's going to be on him.
Because what he 2-6 in the playoffs.
Well,
He got
But
a shitty, he got a shitty
the
player.
first- the first
He's a good
two-
player though.
the first
in the playoffs he do not show up.
his first 2 playoff appearances were against the back in 2009 and 2010 when they were playing against the Phillies in the NLCS. He was having a little trouble, and then last year
He got worked.
Last year he had a great. I think the first 3 starts he was great. It's that last start against the Cardinals, Game 6, where he got fucking.
The Braves, he looked good. Against the Cardinals, he didn't.
No, the first game he pitched against the Cardinals, that was he pitched. I think he allowed 1 run, but he lost.
Okay.
So it was just they weren't hitting, man. They weren't hitting the ball.
Because most likely y'all gonna have to go against the Cardinals, and I mean, it's like y'all Django. And
But the thing is also
Cardinals
like
Calvin Candy.
the thing is the Cardinals aren't the same fucking players. Yadier Molina's just barely coming off a fucking injury. Walker is not the fucking truth like he was last year. They're only leaning on fucking Wainwright right now.
But see-
That's why the Pirates are like still in it right now.
So you got to realize, these last few years with the Cardinals, they didn't have problems. Problems going
It's
in.
just something about
And they-
them when
and
they
they
get
turn-
in the
when they get to the
playoffs,
playoffs,
shit changes.
They hit that.
Okay,
gear.
let's be honest. The last time they won a title, they had Pujols on the team. Last year they went to the World Series and they lost. They got swept.
And who did they beat to get to the World Series?
The Dodgers. But the thing is that is the hump that we gotta get over, man.
Yeah.
Just like how the Pistons, just like how the Bulls couldn't get past the Pistons and the Celtics,
Oh, God.
like that.
And eventually we did.
There you go.
So y'all got to do the same thing. But pitching gonna be the key. You got Kershaw. If he can step his shit up, you be all right. Then you got fucking Greinke. And then what's that?
Ryu, but he's hurt.
Ryu.
But he's off injury during the playoffs.
I'm always looking for Ken when I see the name Ryu.
And then of course we got Heron, too, and he's been pitching a lot better too.
You guys got the bearded fury closing right now, huh?
Like Wilson,
What happened to Jim
Wilson hasn't been.
Is he the closer or is he just in the bullpen?
He's just in the bullpen. He was more of a setup man, but he was giving up too many damn runs, so they kind of took him off that role.
Damn.
But now he has a lot of playoff experience.
That guy closed the World Series.
Yeah, so
you know what I'm saying?
He has experience. They could use him as a setup man. I would still put Kenley Jansen as a closer.
I think your guy, the Dodgers' probably weakest spot is the bullpen.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Been overworked.
Because it's different because the Angels one of the
Shit,
strongest.
when you got
teams
Brandon
is
Lee's
the bullpen.
bitch ass in the fucking bullpen, come on.
He's better than last year.
But so who you got in the World Series?
Told you, fucking.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
No, I'm talking about Randy.
Oh.
Chicago versus Chicago.
And Chicago's not in it. So I can't use that pick. Let me see. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I think in the Nationals, out of the NL, and you look, I'm thinking it's gonna be easy. It might be the Baltimore Orioles. I think it's gonna be a.
I was kind of.
It's gonna be a. What they call that area? Like a Washington area series or?
Good old Mason Dixon.
No,
series.
I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
they got
but
a nickname like the Freeway Series.
And then I'm thinking the Nationals will pull it out. It might go 6 or 7.
I think the National.
That goes back to what Jose said. If you get a Nationals Orioles World Series, nobody on the West Coast is gonna kill a fuck.
You know.
Well, my thing is Kershaw's gonna win the Cy Young. I heard a stat the other day. He has a 1.7 ERA or 1.77 ERA. That's the lowest since Pedro Martinez in 2000. He had a 1.74, and that was when he was pitching for the American League when he was with the Red Sox.
And I still can't believe we fucking traded his ass for fucking Delano DeShields. That's like one of the worst fucking trades in fucking history.
Delano DeShields used to be cool.
Shit, we got Ramon and fucking Pedro Nomo and Ishmael Valdez on the same fucking rotation. Fuck.
Well, you're still a little salty about that.
Yeah, I'm still mad about that shit.
Pedro's good.
Delano DeShields?
Right. Anyways, I think Trout will win the AL MVP. It may be a little bit of a biased pick, but I think Corey Kluber from the Indians will win the Cy Young. Yeah, you can say who, but when he wins the Cy Young, because we'll be all right.
Cause look, everybody in the AL know it's coming down to Chris Sale from the White Sox and King. You know who the fuck Chris Sale is? 3-time All-Star. Yeah, that guy.
White Sox in the division. Okay.
But
anyways,
next to last.
The reason why I say that is because Corey Kluber broke the Indians' record for most strikeouts. I think he's like it's like 1,400 or something like that. I gotta look at the numbers. I forgot.
Was that like a lifetime record?
No, I don't know, but I gotta look at it exactly. But I think he's like an 18, 19 game winner
This season.
Well,
so he's definitely a candidate if he doesn't lose.
You know, because it usually come down to whip and ERA.
Yeah.
Chris Sale got the best ERA in the.
I can look it up. But
America, I think shit almost in the whole National League. I mean the whole MLB.
yeah, but
so Kluber from the Indians? You know?
that would be my pick. If he
I would
doesn't
pick
win
Eddie
it,
Harris on me.
if he doesn't win it,
Eddie Harris.
I'll definitely say that he is in the running. But
Okay,
obviously,
but
it's a
Joe
little
Kluber.
bit biased on my end.
Yeah.
So I'll say Kluber will win the Cy Young.
Well, how's that pitcher? What about the pitcher from the Mariners?
Felix.
King
That's what I
Felix,
said.
yeah.
That guy's a beast,
That's what I said.
dude.
Those are two they've been. saying.
But he's been fucking up lately, bro. And
Those are
he's
the
fucked
top-
up their chances to make the wild card.
Those are two top.
Well, then that
Because
counts.
they at
Two
one
top
point
Chris
the
Sale
Mariners
and fucking
Felix,
King
Felix,
Felix.
King
the
Felix.
at one point the Mariners were like a half game or tied for the
Felix
wild
man.
card.
Why
And
did they
then
call
they
him
were
King? Like,
they rested on King
shit.
Felix and he kept fucking
I
up.
thought because they used to
And
play
last
King
I checked, they were
Jones,
2.5
maybe.
down.
Damn, that's.
Anyways,
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and get to my
You know,
World
JD
Series
there.
prediction.
World Series prediction.
I want to say I would like it to go old school, go Dodgers and A's, but I don't think the A's are going to go that far.
88.
So I think it's going to go. I want to say Dodgers and Orioles. I think it'll be a Dodgers and Orioles World Series.
Man, that's like
And who's gonna pull it out?
I second that. I think Dodgers Orioles as well.
I want
And
to
the
say
Dodgers better fucking win that series.
I'm telling you right now, if the Dodgers don't fucking win the World Series, if they don't even make the fucking World Series, this whole year has gone to fucking shit. Making the NLCS does not fucking cut it with this fucking payroll, man. We have to at least make it to the World Series. And it'll be awesome if they fucking win, because then I can fucking say, fuck you Giants, fuck you Angels, and fuck you Yankees. We have a fucking title now.
Okay.
all right.
Well, the Giants
That'd be like,
I
what's up,
think
13
like
or
last
something like
4
that?
years.
I think
So
it'll
y'all got
be
like 10, 11?
it'll be
Six.
in my eyes.
You got
I
6?
Yeah.
So that would be 7.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got 20 more to go, son.
Man, you guys were in those titles when there was no black players in the fucking league. That's like the whole Bears shit. How you get ready shit on the Bears?
It was black.
Same shit there too.
Yeah, but unlike the Bears, though, we win in modern
Come
times,
on,
too,
man.
though.
Fucking Babe Ruth was fucking drinking while he was fucking bagging this shit. Come on.
Hey, I do
Shit
that when
don't
I play
count.
softball. I
Shit
do
does.
some pitches. But anyways,
That should get even more of an honorable mention. Being faded. How the fuck do you point out there, nigga, and hit the ball out there? Shit. I don't give a fuck if a monkey's pitching you the ball. That's amazing. Shit.
All right. Anyways, I got the Dodgers winning in 6.
Well, I forgot to make my prediction. I think the Dodgers are gonna win against the Angels. No, how many games? I say 6 games.
Okay.
But the thing is that the AL has the home field advantages here too.
Yep.
Based on that All-Star.
Yeah, but you know what though? If you guys are playing Anaheim, bro.
Y'all might lose out.
No, it's not even that. If you guys are playing Anaheim, I don't think you guys have to worry about home field because I think both sides of the fence is gonna be even. Because it's you got too many Dodger fans and you got too many Angel fans and you stockpile everybody into the arena or whatever. I think it'll be even, bro.
That bastard Pujols in the playoffs. He's deadly. That dude's deadly.
No,
Yeah,
Carlos Beltran in the playoffs is deadly.
No.
And since the Cardinals no, but look, since the Cardinals don't have him, that is gonna hurt this year.
Yeah. Don't the Yankees have him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been hurt. But I know he turned it
Do
off.
we got a
the
statement for the
Cardinals.
crowd?
Is there a question out there in the crowd?
Okay, yes, there's a question from a crowd. From the crowd,
ahead.
I know that they've been like hammering on the Dodgers not winning about 100 games, but do you think there was more parity on the top end of the National League than there was in the American League?
No, I think the Dodgers are just not playing up to their fucking potential. Look at their lineup. Look at their rotation. I think it has to do with their fucking coach. I don't like Manley as a coach. He doesn't.
Manager.
Yeah, I don't like what he does. Like remember last year in the playoffs,
He made a lot of fucked up decisions.
I think he took out Adrian Gonzalez
Yep.
for a fucking pinch runner, and then they ended up winning the fucking extra innings, and then he fucking needed him.
Yep.
Just basic shit like that, moving the guy over with a fucking sacrifice. He doesn't know how to play small ball because he was always brought up in the AL with a fucking DH.
You know, like I was telling my neighbor, I was like, when y'all lost last year, I said, if y'all smart, you get rid of his ass and bring guys again in. I said, I think that would have been a perfect, because of the Latin players,
Yeah.
the influx of Latin players, and then Ozzy know how to play that small ball.
But think of the Dodgers always fuck up on their coaching. They had a chance to get Dusty Baker.
His face in Miami though.
They had a chance to get Dusty Baker,
But
man.
see,
They had a
but
chance
see,
to get all these guys, man.
He was set up to fail there. You gotta remember they did all that stuff, and then they blew it up.
just to get the stadium.
Yeah.
And then like, once they got that stadium built, they fucking shipped everyone out.
Hey, they've had
Especially this round.
they've
Yeah,
had
that's what
they've
everybody-
had fire sales before and won a championship the same year though. They did that what, twice?
No, but they were
did it
trading
after.
everybody the same year.
Oh yeah, I know that. But I'm saying they've done it before, so
Like-
it's not
like-
like it's anything new.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Question from the crowd.
And there's another, opinion to a lot of people out in the baseball world that the Nationals want to make it out the first round. They're one of those teams like the Braves, back the NL East division, where they have a great season and then they get into the playoffs.
The thing is that
and
you
they
can't
don't
compare
show up
them to the
anything.
Braves because the Braves were making World Series.
I'm just saying they're not going to make it
You know
out.
what
There's a
we
lot
do?
of people saying they're not
We
going to
need
make it
have a
out the
picture
first
like
round.
The astronaut ship in the back like Wally George used to. I was
And
thinking about that.
And there's a lot of baseball fans also think that the Yankees, those 26 titles, they didn't play against the best players in the league. They played against the best white players in the league. So at least a good 15 of them shouldn't even really count in modern times.
You got to
Just saying.
count the way
Okay, so-
I count those with like titles when blacks and Latin players started
Players was
playing in the
able to come into the league. They were playing against the best white players in the league, not against the best players in the world. That's why I say Babe Ruth can suck Hank Aaron's jock, because Hank Aaron played against the best players in the league. Babe Ruth played against the best white players in the league. You know, period.
I
You
got
know what I mean? Period.
You're right.
And that's my feel about that. You know what I mean?
Okay, like, who do you got in the World Series, Charles?
I picked the same as Anthony.
Oh.
Dodgers, Orioles. Dodgers should finish it up in about 6 or 7.
Okay, well then
Let's move on.
Well, also Major League Baseball this week. The Yankees paid homage to Derek Jeter. Hopefully he'll be a Hall of Famer, and it won't take no. I'm just saying. Hopefully it won't
He's a
take.
shoo-in.
Hopefully it won't take the Baseball Hall of Fame 20 years to do it. But he was one of the best players I've ever seen play at the shortstop position. And, I thought it was pretty cool that his last homestand in New York, he hit a walk-off single to win the game.
that was amazing.
That was pretty awesome.
That's true Jeter fashion right there.
Yeah.
It's like,
He was good in the clutch.
yeah. I
Dude
mean,
was always good in the clutch.
Always been a class act, good player. Got a decent hit list.
Yeah, I was talking about that.
Got a decent hit list.
I think you could say it's better than decent.
that's a first ballot Hall of Fame hit list right there.
Yeah.
Probably dropped the rings down, they dropped the draws.
So, again, this goes back to what I've been saying, though, you know, our guys that came in the mid to late '90s, you know, they're all retired now, and we just don't have no new stock coming up.
That is like
You guys don't have no roster. You guys have no farm system.
That's what I'm saying. Like we don't have the
Too many
stock
years-
coming up, and
too
all
many
these guys
years.
are leaving.
Too many years depleting your farm system for going for it.
Yeah.
You know, and it happens because, like with the White Sox, we did that a lot. And I mean, speaking of retiring people, Paul Konerko,
Is he gonna be?
he's retiring too. Class act. He's been getting
I'll
gifts.
tip my hat to his.
And I'm pissed off that the Dodgers traded his ass because we had him fucking first.
That's true. And you say you think about it, Konerko been nothing but a class act. Got screwed out of a couple MVPs. You know, never got that overall respect. You know, he ain't a dirtbag. Good dad. Good guy all around.
You know who I kind of compare him to? You know, like Tim Duncan. He's not flashy.
No, he just go out there and
He's
get the
just a
damn
winner,
job
bro.
done.
Yeah.
You go out there and get the job done. He's our captain. I know everybody call fucking Jeter the captain, but in Chicago we call him the damn captain.
I gotta give Konerko a lot of credit, man. He's always put up solid numbers.
Yeah, and I mean, and
He
never
came
got
through
the
the clutch
fucking,
of the World
and never
Series.
got the fucking respect that he damn sure deserved.
Well,
So I mean, and then they go fucking. I know he gonna get screwed on the Hall of Fame because he only got what 439 homers.
something like that.
And I mean, I'm sorry, if you're not putting the steroid people in, hey, that means you're dropping your standards down. So if you're dropping your standards down, then hey,
If
Paul
fucking-
deserve to go in.
If fucking Harold Baines isn't in the Hall of Fame, then Paul Konerko came in the Hall of Fame.
Well, me, like I said before, I'm an Indians fan, so I tip my hat to Paul Konerko because that motherfucker was a thorn in the Indian side for years upon years. And I'm glad to see your ass go.
Now, there's all this debate saying that Jeter is the greatest shortstop of all time.
Mhm.
Now, do you guys agree with that?
I don't agree with that. I mean, me.
He
and
might be in the top 10 or 15.
Yeah, I would say that.
Or shortstop of all time?
Shortstop of all time, yeah.
I'll say top 5. I don't know about 15.
Well, I
Top
would
10 or
I would say
15.
top 10.
Because I mean, you have to first. You got to put an extensions list, and then you know how to.
You think Ozzie Guillen's better than him? At shortstop?
Wait. Shit. Yeah, Ozzie Guillen became a good fucking manager. A damn good manager got a ring with us.
I'd say he's top 5. No, maybe even top 3.
But I would say in this generation or this era, I would say he's the greatest shortstop.
course,
But
of course.
all time, I would put him in the top 10.
Yeah.
I'll put him top 3. Of course, for me, is Cal Ripken. You know, all the other old guys I don't never even fucking heard of from the 20s and 30s and Honus Wagner. Like, what the fuck knows about that guy? Come on. All I know is that he had I think he has like the most popular fucking baseball card, right? I don't know.
Yeah, it's his most valuable.
So I can't really judge off that. I just judge off what I've seen, and from what Ozzie Smith, great defense, one of the best defensive fucking players of all time.
Didn't have no power.
But
to save his
he
fucking
didn't
life.
have any offense. You gotta have balance.
Yeah,
And I know he hit that home run against the Dodgers in the fucking playoffs in 85.
And
So
I
fuck him for that too.
and I give him credit for longevity. He was damn good still.
I gotta give him credit for those
Defensively.
flips, homie.
Defensively, all the way up to his old ass, all the way up to the end.
So
Yeah.
I put Ozzie top 10, but it's just basically because of his defense. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you would know damn well he's not gonna lose a game off of fucking defensive play. But Jeter, he was solid on defense. Not the greatest defensive player, but he was solid. But he was also, like you guys said, he was great in the clutch. He didn't have the great numbers. Like he didn't have home run stats and all that stuff.
I'll tell you
But
what.
he was clutch.
When we always needed a hit, if it wasn't Bernie Williams,
It was Scott Brocious.
it was Derek Jeter. It always
Brocious came in through in the clutch all the time.
I don't
Always
think you can say
came
as
up.
much as Jeter.
But I
Goddamn Jeter.
I'll tip my hat to Jeter as well. That's the perfect, Hollywood story type thing for especially for him to go out. If that was a movie, you'd say, oh, it's corny as shit, it's typical or whatever. But that's just the perfect way Jeter went out. I don't think he should really play in Boston. I think he should have just left it as
Like
it is.
that. Motherfuckers are fucking paying to go see him.
I know that.
They're gonna go
But-
fucking see him scratch his nuts in the
I'm
bench.
saying if he could come in, as a pinch hitter or whatever, get his standing O, do whatever they got to do because they said they have a plan or whatever. for
Because
him.
I know that the Red Sox and Yankees are a big rivalry and all that shit, but the Red Sox respect great baseball players.
They do, but he already said he'll play any position except shortstop because he wants his last memory to be as shortstop in Yankee Stadium. So he'll play any other position or whatever. So he's done playing shortstop. So he can play any other
Put him in
position he
DH or
wants.
something,
But
at least.
yeah,
DH.
have him come in back. You know, people did pay to go see him. He didn't play yesterday because, I mean, after all that, you know, you're kind of tired or mentally exhausted to play. So I'm sure he'll probably play today and play maybe tomorrow or whatever. Especially tomorrow, it's going to be his last game. But I think the way that it was right there was a perfect ending to really, you know, obviously a Hall of Fame career. He won't be first ballot, though, because nobody in the history of baseball
He is.
He should be, but nobody, even Hank Aaron or anything else like that, has never been a first ballot Hall of Famer. So I don't think Jeter will be as well.
Was it Babe Ruth? I thought you were $30.
Nope.
They can give it to Jeter.
Mo Vaughn?
Nope.
No, Jeter.
He said Mo Vaughn.
Not even Steve Sachs.
Damn.
Steve Sags. This fucking
Jeter's
all
gonna be
being
a first
back.
ballot.
Little Tony Gwynn, I mean.
He had a cool beard.
That's one thing. Jeter's gonna be.
R.I.P.
He was
Tony
what's-
Gwynn too.
He was Rick Ross before Rick Ross.
Yeah,
Not only that,
Jeter,
and
Jeter
what's
passed
that?
him.
Big
Yeah.
Poppy.
Yeah,
Big Papa, yeah.
that was another thing too. Jeter passing Tony Gwynn on that double,
Yeah.
passing one of the best hitters of, if not the best hitter of all time. That's really saying something. To take over one of Tony Gwynn's records is really saying something. How good of a hitter you were. So I'll tip my hat to that too, because I love Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn was one of my favorite players growing up.
I hated fucking when he was hitting all over the fucking Dodgers.
You seem to have a problem with people hitting on the Dodgers, and I don't blame them.
That seems to be a long list.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
let's move on, guys. We got a couple notes out of the NBA. You know, LeBron James finally took the press conference in the Cleveland Cavaliers uniform. Finally came out, broke his silence, had a real big, thick ass headband on. You know, but the part that tripped me out was like when you gave the information, Dwayne Wade said he's better than ever.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be personal. Is there one person on Miami that can stop LeBron? That's my question.
But could you
Ain't nobody in the
imagine?
fucking
Could you
NBA.
imagine the Heat beating out the Cavs for that Eastern Conference spot?
Like in
If fucking
the
Dwayne Wade actually shows up
in the finals?
No.
just to make the finals.
No.
Could you imagine that?
That would be
Chicago won't
true.
be in the finals.
His goddamn.
Trust me, that's something the NBA wants.
First off,
Oh, yeah.
his goddamn knees is not even gonna hold up to that shit. He got fucking rickety ankles, rickety knees, a bum shoulder. I mean, you go down the list.
Shit, like maybe he
Poor
was just
fashion
lazy.
choices.
He didn't want to play. Maybe he wanted fucking LeBron to fucking carry the team. You never know.
Nah, that motherfucker. Trust. He's a conceited fuck. That
He
bastard.
might be in Germany right now getting all that treatment. You never know.
Shit.
They're probably I can
He
see
missed
why
the whole
they're
fucking season with all the treatments he got to get.
I can see why they're bitter though, because they probably really thought LeBron was coming back.
I'm
and
sorry.
then LeBron pulled, and then LeBron pulled typical LeBron. Well, I'm gonna just go away for a while and not
Because-
talk to nobody.
because the thing-
Hey, send
no,
the
but they-
agent out there talking about.
but see-
Nigga, tell him I'm going to Cleveland.
But see, no, but you
Yeah.
all the cards. You remember when it was coming up to that shit, and me and you was talking. I'm like, LeBron moved his cars. Everything's going.
yeah, moving the stuff out of the house.
They knew everything. Pat Riley,
Put it
you.
on
That's what you get. You cocky son of a bitch. You sat there talk down to LeBron. Oh yeah, if he want to win, we show him what he got. You know, doing all this shit. I'm like, motherfucker, you trying to get this
He
dude to
gave y'all
stay.
2 championships.
You trying to get this dude to stay, and you acting like a goddamn Don Megan. You should have been having somebody down there blowing his ass to fucking say, please, LeBron, please stay, son, please. You should have been doing that shit. But no, you went the cocky way. And what happened? I bet you LeBron honestly was thinking, like, maybe I should stay. But I bet you that damn press conference he did, I think that really made him start thinking, like, fuck this. And you sit there and think about it. He looked at Dwayne Wade. And that last game against the Spurs when they got eliminated was fucking priceless. You see the look on his face. He had a look of fucking disgust.
Yep.
He was sitting there like, these punk motherfuckers. I'm sitting there carrying this. He like, I might as well go back to fucking Cleveland. And that's what he did.
Yeah, because LeBron said if they won that third championship, that back-to-back-to-back, he would have stayed. But they didn't. So he went back to Cleveland. And that's another thing. Dwayne Wade saying that he's in the best shape of his career. Didn't Dwayne Wade say that
He's being a bitch.
he's looking to play 75 games this year? Last I checked, there's 82 games in the season. How the fuck you gonna be in the best shape you ever had? You can't even play a full fucking season.
Trust me, if he played 75 games, that
Well, I
really
know
would be
that.
impressive.
But that's
for
what I'm
me.
saying.
Shit, if he plays 75 games, he ain't playing in the playoffs if they make it.
Yeah, he'll be done.
That's what I'm saying.
Motherfucker
Don't
Going back to Cleveland, man. We'll
Don't
play
say-
rock and roll.
Don't say you're in the best shape you've ever been, or you're coming back with a vengeance, and you're not even gonna play a full season.
I bet
That's
you-
some
Well,
dumb
like
shit.
he might be working out and getting in shape, and he's It looks like to me that he's fucking teaching Cam Newton how to dress now.
Let's be honest though, Jose. Let's be honest. When LeBron gone, Miami's gonna have a total of 25 people in the stadium. That's gonna be it. Ain't nobody gonna be in that goddamn.
Lil Wayne ain't gonna be there. Drake ain't gonna be there. No one gonna be there. Rick Ross, DJ Khalid.
They sat there. They tried to make some moves.
Ain't gonna be no white.
They brought Luol Deng in there. I'm sorry, Luol Deng's a cool guy. You know, a decent fucking player. But I mean, he ain't cutting the fucking mustard, dude. To even come anywhere in the realm of even trying to replace.
I thought Luol Deng went to the Hawks. What the Hawks had to send him down.
No. They were talking about
the Hawks was talking shit about him.
Yeah.
But no,
it's all about him.
To the Heat.
He says that he. I don't know if he accepted Danny Ferry's apology.
Yeah, he did.
You know.
Yeah, he said that.
That's a good PR move.
Yeah, he said he moved past it. He wants to be done with it.
Told Danny Ferry to go to hell. Shit. Ball motherfucker.
But yeah, so for Dwayne Wade to even come out and say that shit, it's like you just look like a sad bitch. And you was mad because LeBron said, you know what? I know LeBron. He got tired of that bitchness and that fake ass glitz and glamour, and you know they being fucking scumbags. Because I don't think in LeBron heart of heart that he's a scumbag like that.
But the thing is that they basically agreed to do all that shit. They had that big ass fucking press conference and not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6. Like what the fuck?
And that's what they get. You know, all the motherfuckers. And I bet you that was Dwayne Wade because that's.
But thing is that they all followed suit.
Son of a bitch.
LeBron James fucking followed suit, so you can blame.
As you can tell, I don't like Dwayne Wade.
The bottom line is this: when the Cavaliers play the Heat, who's gonna guard LeBron? Because I know Dwayne Wade ain't.
Probably put fucking Mario Chalmers on.
It's probably gonna be Cleveland.
Point guard.
It's gonna be Cleveland.
Chalmers can't guard Kyrie Irving. It's just gonna be terrible to watch.
It's gonna be Cleveland, Chicago in the Eastern Conference Finals. And Chicago will pull. Don't worry, Rose will be back.
Hey, like I said, it depends. You guys are gonna need him to play a full season before you can even consider yourself going to a championship.
Because honestly, I look at it like for the Bulls, everything is falling right in our laps. This shit is getting ripe for the fucking pickings. Especially with the East, the climate change, and you have to say climate change.
Yeah, because there ain't no fucking powers in the East, really.
Cleveland ain't ready yet. They not ready yet.
And
they gonna get some more motherfuckers. I think this is like the Bulls' window where we can sneak in there and grab one.
And just don't end up being like the Portland Trailblazers, get a window and fuck up.
Woo.
That's a sorry comeback from that Cam Newton one.
Well, let's just put it. Well, we got a lot more. We'll have a lot more to talk about.
What's on your shirt?
No, we'll have a lot more to discuss about the NBA as the season gets near. I think we're about a month out from the NBA. So, there was one more story that came out of the NBA.
What was that?
ESPN analyst, Boston Celtics homer, Bill Simmons.
You should be a big fan.
Yeah.
Well, he's all right, but I really don't like that son of a bitch either. I mean, I'm a Celtics fan, but I don't like where he's coming from sometimes, you know. And those bright ass blue eyes like on Double Dragon. Don't nobody want to see that shit all fucking day.
But anyway, I was gonna say that in that draft he looked like a fucking clown.
But let's
they called his ass.
But to get back to the topic, apparently Bill Simmons on his podcast. Apparently Bill Simmons on his podcast, he made some controversial remarks about the NFL and the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, where ESPN felt the need to suspend him for 3 games when there's no basketball going on. So it was a pretty easy suspension.
Yeah. Because he said on his podcast, it's fucking bullshit. But one other thing that he did say is he dared ESPN to suspend him. Next thing you know, we're like, hey, go ahead and come in the office. We're going to go ahead and suspend you.
That's why he got suspended. For him trying to be big D swinging.
Yeah, you can't.
And they got him.
But now, what is he suspended right now, or is he suspended
right now?
When the NBA season?
That's what I'm saying. He's suspended like now.
There ain't shit going on, man.
Right.
Yeah, basically,
so,
you got
nothing but @1 players playing in that fucking practice leagues right now.
Yeah, so
little hot sauce.
I think he chose a great spot to be Sam Elliott. You know what I mean? So. That's all we got from the NBA.
But he was right.
Yeah, he was right. Roger Goodell did watch that fucking tape, and he's fucking lying. It's fucking bullshit.
But you see how they trying to switch it?
But we done spent an entire month on Roger Goodell. We got to move on. We've said everything we can say from him seeing the tape, not seeing the tape, tap dancing at the press conference, having very poor officiating in the games. I mean, we
What that have
touched
to do with the-
because they work for the NFL, and it's the same thing. But we touched on it last week. So you know, with that being said, we might as well just go on and transfer and shift into the NFL. But before we do, I also just want to put a note out there that NASCAR driver Tony Stewart was acquitted of the murder charge, or excuse me, he was not going to be charged with the death of the race car driver. I forgot his name because he didn't even make it to the
Jimmy
damn.
Ward, or that's a Niner. That's
Jimmy Ward is a Niner. No, but I feel a little mixed up in this situation because, you know, I didn't like some of the evidence that they used to get Tony Stewart off, talking about, oh, well, the kid that died, we found out he was under the influence of marijuana and this and that. Like, I mean, if you're gonna get the guy off, then just get the guy off, you know? Don't go trashing this kid. This kid got killed because Tony Stewart ran his ass off the track.
Hey,
The only one that knows is Tony Stewart, and that's all.
but see,
And he's gotta live
He
with
has to live with
that.
that shit.
He's gotta
He has to
live
take
with
that
that
shit
shit
to
the
his
rest of
grave.
his
but see,
life.
you gotta realize this. That's a man's life on the line.
Yep.
And you will pull, just like with any of us, you get in a situation like that, you will pull whatever the fuck you have to do to survive.
That's
By
true.
any means.
That's true, and if you gotta get
Yeah, you will.
desperate, you gotta get desperate.
Yeah.
But I think they could have found somebody else to represent the Home Depot.
I think it's fucked up, you know, because this kid did die or whatever like that. Well, he's probably around our
But didn't he
age.
jump out the car?
He jumped out the car, but you didn't. I mean, the guy died. You didn't have to, you know, do a little, you know, run his name in the dirt and say, oh, well, he was in weed or anything else. He was smoking weed. I mean,
But that comes about the
But-
judgment.
yeah,
that comes with judgment
that's
when
true.
you get out the car.
But you know what? You didn't have to bring that out. They could have just, like how he was saying, they could have just easily said, all right, there's not going to be any charges.
There's not enough
else like
evidence
that.
to go to
Yeah.
trial.
That's all
you know,
they had
you
to
don't
say.
have
They
to
didn't
drag
have-
this kid. He's
Okay,
dead, you know?
But see, you got, so it's okay for them to drag Tony Stewart's name in there, but
He killed somebody.
Who's the one who's alive?
okay.
He hit him.
We gotta add
Who
him to
told
the
the boy to
list.
get out
We
the
have
car?
to add him to the list.
I bet you if there was a fucking dog on that track, he would have swerved out the way.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because Peter would have slung his sorry ass.
Oh, we got a question.
We got a question from the crowd. All right.
Okay, on the Tony Stewart case, I mean, a lot of people are feeling like the victim is being put on trial when really he's dead. I mean, so I can't agree with, and a lot of people in the audience feel they can't agree with what Randy was just saying about, you know, doing everything because he's the victim. He should not be put on trial. And when the marijuana was in his system, that doesn't mean he was smoking that day. So that shouldn't even came up at all. If you didn't have the evidence, you just let him go. You don't put the victim's dick in the dirt on trial, and that's the way we feel.
Because they show, I'll let you get to your thing in a second. Yeah, because they said it was high levels in the autopsy or whatever like that. He could have smoked the day before. He could have smoked
Or the same day.
Or the same day. But you know, we don't know
They're just
exactly.
basically trying to justify Tony Stewart and
That's why I said
like they're gonna bring up fucking referrals from school and shit that kid had, you know, suspensions and shit. Like what the fuck? Why are you trying to fucking make his name? First of all, it wasn't even bad. I never even heard of that kid. You know, he just got caught in a bad situation. He got fucking mad that he thought he got clipped during the fucking race. Got out, was ready to fucking fight. But him being stupid as shit, maybe he was high, I don't know. Thought he'd go out in the fucking middle of the track, and he got hit. There's the only person that knows gonna be Tony Stewart. He ain't gonna say shit.
But see, the whole point why they bring up that shit is judgment. They fucking going against his judgment.
Cloud his judgment.
Was his judgment clouded for him to get out the car? You know.
It wasn't a smart move.
But either or, even if you just say it like this, even if he was high, if he wasn't high, he made the fucking.
Hang with fucking Earnhardt, no?
Oh God.
Dale Earnhardt.
Either or, but he made a bad
I know
judgment.
Earnhardt somewhere smoking a joint right
Oh
now.
God.
Shit, they might be smoking together.
He made the wrong
Like
judgment
them Saddler and Rob and
to get out the car, and that's what it is at the end of the day. You know, high, not high, it doesn't matter. He made the bad judgment to get out the car, and he put his own life. If he'd kept his ass in his car, he'd be still alive.
At the end of the day,
That's what it come down to.
At the end of the day, we're gonna talk about NASCAR because someone died. Other than that, who gives a fuck about that sport?
So basically,
Jesus Christ.
well, the chase is on right now, and I'm going to get more into
Next
that.
subject.
Oh, let's talk about how UCLA beat the shit out of Arizona State. How about that?
But Tony Stewart was off the hook.
Yeah.
So moving on to the NFL, you know, we got a couple of games that we're going to highlight here. You know, and we're going to talk about.
Happy?
Since Randy was not here last week.
Shit.
Sound a little sad. Don't you?
No, you gotta give the devil his due. Now, Randy wasn't here. Randy wasn't here last week.
I'll take that.
Because he was out on assignment, and he had some choice words for the Chicago 49er game. As you guys saw 2 weeks ago in our episode, that we were very vocal and very hyped about that game, and the referees went ahead and gave it to Chicago, and they went ahead and won.
The referee.
So we're gonna go ahead and let
You taking
Randy.
a pussy way out.
We're gonna go ahead and let Randy say what he got to say on that, because as I told you folks last week, we weren't gonna get into it because he wasn't here to speak up for Chicago. So you got the floor, fella. Go ahead.
Well, first off, I just wanted to thank y'all for help supplying money for my trip. You know, taking y'all money was a great thing. But anyway, getting back to that fucking cop-out shit that you just try to run your mouth and say, talking about the refs, we beat y'all. You know how many turnovers Kaepernick had? And I ain't talking about the horsemen. 4. He had 4 fucking turnovers. 3 picks, 1 fucking fumble.
Yeah,
Now,
he screwed up.
but we made him screw up. We had to catch them fucking balls. Jared Allen had to fucking put the crown of his fucking helmet where that goddamn ball to cause that fucking fumble. Y'all was beating.
It's nice.
Y'all was beating us. Y'all was beating us in the first half.
Not to get blown every time you do some shit too. That's cool.
Hey, if you remember that game, there was a lot of calls going against us in the fucking beginning.
Hey, he
Now
really.
you-
Hey,
now you
audience
remember-
member.
now you-
Audience member. He really thought that fucking catch, when the ball hit the ground and then the fucking Bear player caught it, he really thought that was a legit catch.
I said that was a goddamn INT because you could not
That
tell.
fucking ball hit the ground.
You could not tell.
But the thing is that
It was not.
How the fuck that ball hit the ground?
These motherfuckers say in the NFL you are supposed to have definitive fucking proof. That shit was not
But the thing is,
definitive fucking proof.
but okay, you're giving him shit saying that the refs fucking got the win for the damn Bears, but after the first half,
I didn't
you were already blaming the refs for the fucking Niners win.
Hey, what did you hear I was
Weren't
saying?
you?
See, you're grasping for straws right
Bullshit,
now.
you was
yeah,
hell.
yeah.
The refs are giving in this.
We were
game.
all in the same room watching the same
Did you hear
game.
what I said with the fucking calls? I was saying that. I said that. I started off saying that shit. We was getting fucking screwed with the fucking call. That goddamn fucking Bennett, that shit was a catch. It was a goddamn catch.
Ball hit the ground.
You talking about the wrong play.
Okay.
But catch up. But look,
Anyway,
it's like this.
I'm sorry.
At the end of the fucking
I'm just
day,
chill. Let him get his moment because you weren't here last week, so I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go for it.
yeah, I know you can't help it. It's like,
I can't help it.
It
You
hit
know,
that
but
like in the back of your crawl back there. Like, oh, I can't stand it. I was sitting here talking shit, talking 2 and 3 years of shit since the last fucking game, and the goddamn Bears fucking beat y'all.
y'all won by 8.
Hey, we beat you.
Got you.
We came back.
It wasn't no.
We came back.
It wasn't no 20+ win.
Hey, we came back. And we lead the fucking all-time series now.
By 1.
How about the playoffs?
But lead.
Y'all
lead.
ain't beat us in
Shit.
Frisco.
Let's be honest.
Y'all ain't beat us in
Let's be
Frisco
honest.
since '85, nigga.
Let's be honest.
Let's just be
we
real.
beat y'all.
Y'all ain't beat us in
And
Frisco
let me
since
tell you something,
85.
motherfucker. Now, from now on, when you look at your fucking sorry-ass fucking stadium, you will know your first loss was to the fucking Bears.
You guys, what you?
We broke y'all fucking cherry up in there.
Y'all did. Y'all did.
Now, with that fucking being said, y'all sitting here running your fucking mouths. I'm sorry, your fucking team's in fucking state of emergency right now.
Yes, like we are every year, according to you.
No, hey, it's different this year. See, that's your fucking problem.
You said that last year.
You sitting here trying to compare
No,
last
you
year.
said
to this
that
year.
last year,
You got
though.
2 different teams.
No, our team's
You got
always
2
in a state of
different teams.
emergency.
You
When
got
it comes
2
to
different
you,
teams.
Our fucking team
Your
is
fucking
always in a
sorry ass
goddamn
team.
state of
You're
emergency.
fucking choking
But
us
no,
in the second
January,
half.
the
You're
49ers
choking
on the
us in the
goddamn
second half.
TV,
And then you
and
got
the
the
Bears
Eagles.
at home.
You got the
That
fucking
was
Eagles
fucking
coming
shooting
in.
diabetes
Who's gonna get
commercial.
y'all ass? Yeah.
All right, let's go to the.
Y'all motherfuckers.
Just take your fucking medicine.
Y'all motherfuckers ain't
There
even
it
gonna make
go. I said it
January.
again.
Y'all ain't even gonna make it to January, nigga.
Shit.
We'll say
Yeah,
something.
question.
Shit, you ain't gonna make it out of your fucking division.
Hey,
we got a question out there.
You ain't gonna make it out of your goddamn
You
division.
said that last year. Go ahead.
There's a lot of people in the crowd that watched that game, and they feel from an outside opinion looking in that no, the Bears was not getting screwed in the first half. The Bears looked slow, methodical. They just looked like shit. You know what I mean? The second half, it wasn't. It was some questionable calls that went against Frisco, but in the ultimate end, it was play calling. You're up by 17. You should have been running the ball instead of you're trying to get pass happy. The Bears took advantage of that, and that led to their comeback.
Well,
and
then-
that's how a lot of people in the audience feel.
Well, then the audience doesn't agree with him because he said the refs were screwing the Bears in the first half.
No, and that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
The Bears was not getting
That's
screwed in the
why-
first
that's
half.
why this show
The
called Hard
Bears.
to Paint.
I mean, this is
It ain't
opinion,
fucking- it
but
ain't
the
called
Bears. Look,
everybody
if
agree
you
with
look,
everybody.
if you look at that
That's
game,
okay.
if you look at that game, the Bears were slow. They looked awful, like a JV squad in the first half, and it was a totally different team in the second half, and that became because not only Frisco stopped running the ball, they got pass happy, and the Bears took advantage of that. The Bears took advantage of that, and that's how the game went.
No, see, Frisco problem was they got fucking what's that? What's it? Not the shotgun with the
Pistol.
pistol. There you go. They got pistol happy, and they like, oh yeah, we can do this shit because we did it 3 years ago. We ran it down their fucking throats. We stopped that shit. And then they start trying to run out of it. We stopped that shit. What about your boy, your fucking rookie sensation, Carlos Hyde? His bitch ass got shut down. He got fucking zero fucking yards. Fucking Gore. His ass got stopped.
Yeah, that bullshit call that fucking cross on the TV.
Kaepernick, we made Kaepernick look like a fucking fumbling, bumbling bitch.
We made him look
Bumbling.
We made him look like Cutler for that one game.
And fucking.
I know this is
Yeah,
worst.
yeah,
this
he's
is
on
worst.
shit.
This is worst game of his
how many-
career.
how many
but
fucking
Cutler
picks?
performs like that on a regular
How
basis.
many fucking picks Cutler had in that game?
He
He
had
had a fucking donut. How many picks Kaepernick had?
4.
No, he had 3 picks and 1 fumble.
According to you, it was 4 because you thought.
Yeah,
that
you're
pick
right. You're
was
right. It
legit.
should have been 4 picks and 1 fumble, but hey, 3 and 1 ain't fucking bad.
So with that being said, Randy got his 2 cents in.
I wasn't done, nigga.
By the way,
Not by a long shot.
welcome
I
back.
ain't. Yeah, you damn right.
So
damn right,
we're
I'm
gonna
back.
Go ahead and move on to the 3 games that we're going to showcase.
49ers ain't shit.
First one
I
is
said
the Packers and Bears. You know,
And that's
that's a
this
good-
is the only reason why I'm getting off your ass right now, because I hate them way worse than I hate you motherfuckers.
so anyway, predictions. Randy, what is your prediction for the Packers and Bears?
Well, this should be no so fucking surprise. The Bears are gonna kick the fucking Packers' ass. I'm thinking 35, 14 fucking Bears. I'm thinking this is gonna be a fucking statement game. Motherfucking tomorrow's gonna be a goddamn statement game. First off, we telling the fucking Packers bitch ass, your day is over. We telling motherfuckers in the goddamn division, we're taking over. And that's how it's gonna fucking go tomorrow.
And how's it going to go for you, Jose? Who do you pick?
It's gonna be in Chicago. The thing with the Packers is they're not running the ball at all, just like us. Lacey's not playing up to his potential.
Is they fucking
Not using
offensive line?
Starks. Yeah.
The offensive line look like shit.
But-
And they defensive
But
line look
I
like shit.
think this might be a bounce back game for the Packers. They might, they're gonna use the Bears as a fucking stepping stone like they always do. I say it's gonna be 24-17.
I could have swore you were about to go 24-10.
I was actually thinking that too.
Yeah.
What do you got, Anthony?
Fucking predict.
Well, Packers, they have a bunch of offensive line troubles. They got a rookie center. It seems like their only thing that they can do is have, Rodgers connect with either Cobb or Nelson, but it has to be connected. He has to throw the ball in less than 3 seconds or he ain't gonna get any kind of playoff. The Bears, they played better last week.
The defense is majorly improved.
We can go into that later.
No.
Anyways,
Shit, you look at we cause turnovers.
So
That's
what's
what we do.
your pick, Anthony?
what I got is I got the Bears beating the Packers. I want to
pick.
say 27-24.
Oh, you got a nail biter.
I don't really have much. You know me, I don't really come with the scores or nothing like that. But I got Packers by 7. I say Aaron Rodgers gonna light their ass up on Sunday.
Shit, if you ain't been paying attention, fella, Aaron Rodgers ain't been looking like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he's gonna end up being back. He's gonna use you guys to come back.
Nah.
But he does have a point. Usually he looks like Aaron Rodgers when it comes against the Bears.
So
Hey,
the next game.
but see, if you look at it, that's what fucking sorry safe to play, and the sorry with fucking defense, and the defense is different. That's
So-
what everybody's fucking missing.
Yeah,
You're
but-
missing that
That's
fucking
why
caveat
Geno
right
Smith
there.
had over 300 yards.
All of a
yesterday.
sudden you're in love with
Okay.
County again.
The next.
I know Conti make plays. Let's get this shit.
I'm pretty sure
No.
Aaron Rodgers is gonna be looking for Conti.
No, let's
again.
get this
It was
straight.
eliminated.
Yeah, a little bit. Where I had to fucking like, goddamn, because I was talking shit about Conti. But look, that son of a bitch, I give him this much credit. He's trying to make up for the fuck ups he did last year.
Yeah.
And even in that game, Conti picked off what Rodgers like damn near twice. I know he picked him off once for sure.
I didn't really watch it.
Yeah. You watching the shit because I was talking shit. But
Well,
now,
Conti gave
but
us
the Bears,
back of my mind.
the Bears
That's
defense is
basically
better,
like that.
and I'm thinking we might get 4 or 5 sacks against Rodgers. They're gonna cause fucking havoc.
That's possible.
Goddamn,
They're lying
that,
shit.
that kid fucking Willie Young that we stole from Detroit, that motherfucker, he's a goddamn beast. It's like I wasn't sure about him, but I mean he already got fucking 4 sacks. He's already up in the top of the NFL right now. And he getting disruptions and goddamn boxing. He had a goddamn coming out party. He fucking got 13 tackles against the goddamn Jets. You should have him on your fence.
The next game we're gonna highlight
David, he
is
got
the Eagles. The Eagles against the 49ers.
Woo!
What do you got, Jose? Eagles Niners.
This is, to me, this game is gonna define the fucking season. If we lose this shit, it's over. If we win this shit, we're still in it. We have a chance, and we're gonna go to the playoffs. We have to run the ball, of course. We gotta establish the run with Oregon, bring in Hyde, here and there. But that running game has to be the top priority. And just the penalties, man. Stupid penalties like fucking Bolden, headbutting people and shit. You can't do that, man. You have to stop with that fucking stupid fucking shit, man.
I think what you're trying to say, y'all gotta play smart. Fuck.
Yeah, just play basic fundamental football. Just don't worry about what the other guy's saying. Just go out there, do your fucking job, and that's it. So we have to calm down with the penalties. Eagles, I know they look good in the second half. So, and I know they play like shit in the first half. This is like totally like the opposite, like how we play. But I think the 49ers might play a little better this year than this game in the fucking second half. As long as we play the first halves like how we've been playing and are better in the second halves, I think we can pull it out. I say 30-21.
All right, well, it's known already that the 49ers have been a horrible second half.
But we get Anthony Davis back this year though. No, this game.
We are the
Fuck
worst.
Jonathan Martin.
We are the worst in the second half.
You guys
only
have-
scoring 3 points.
Yeah, 3 that you guys have scored. It came in the third quarter. You guys haven't scored any points in the fourth quarter. That's bad, especially if you're trying to close out a win, because you guys have been up, pretty much every game going into the second half. I think that the Eagles will win though, because I don't see it completely getting figured out, because that offensive line of San Francisco is really bad, especially on the right side.
We
with
get
Jonathan
Anthony
Martin.
Davis back this.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's gonna. Is he gonna
Save the
protect?
day.
Is he gonna protect the whole offensive line? No. There's other. It's not
Yeah, but
just.
the thing is that Jonathan Martin's been our fucking problem.
Yeah, but there's also other parts on the offensive line. It's not just him. It's mostly him. Yeah. So there may be improvement there, but that still doesn't change the fact that you guys.
It's mostly that means like 90.
What do you got for the score?
For you guys somehow have abandoned the run. I don't know why, because you guys have one of the best running backs, pretty much, I've seen in a long time in Gore. But what I see is 35-30 Eagles. Because I don't see the Eagles scoring any less than 30 points.
How about 31?
It's my turn.
Go ahead, Randy.
Okay. It's sad to say this shit, but I think this is like the beginning and the end of the 49ers. And it's starting with this game. Because you sit here and think about this shit. They're going against a dangerous fucking team with the Eagles. I seen that shit personally last year when the Eagles came there and the Bears had a chance to get in the playoff. We'd have beat them. They beat the dog shit.
Because the Bears were shit.
But wait a minute. Hold on.
Let me
Don't
make
talk
my
about last
No.
year, because you're not about last year.
Hey, no, I'm just saying from personal experience.
You're not about last year.
I only have
though.
to use the fucking experience of last year. That's what I'm saying. Now, with that being said, I can use this fucking season with this. The Eagles is a high power offense. The Eagles have LaShawn fucking McCoy, who's one of the best fucking backs in the goddamn NFL. The Eagles have Darren Sproles, who's the best little scat back or whatever the fuck you want to call him in the NFL. And they offense is fucking potent. I mean, and you look at San Francisco, I'm sorry. That defense that y'all bragged about for years, it's gone. Y'all secondary, like I said, is questionable. Y'all not getting no fucking pass rush. You look at the fucking games, y'all haven't been sacking people. You ain't been getting that dominant fucking defense. And then you go to your offense, You got fucking the goddamn fucking hardball getting pistol fucking happy with all these fucking games. You get back to what the fuck y'all do. You put 6 fat ass offensive linemen and you fucking do power running. You power run it to the fucking play action pass.
So what's your score for the game?
Hold on, I'm not done.
Well, we're on time constraint.
Oh, yeah, now we on fucking time constraint.
Well, yeah, we're at the 52-minute mark.
Oh, man, 52 nothing. Let me tell you something. At the end of the fucking day, it's like this. Unless y'all fucking fix that shit, y'all gonna fucking lose this game.
Okay.
I'm thinking 45-21 Eagles.
Okay.
I'm thinking it's gonna be a fucking asshole, and especially with the fucking deficiencies y'all had in the second fucking half. It's a problem. And the Eagles has been proven that they a second half fucking team. They struggle in the first half, and they fucking blow people out the fucking water in the second half.
Not against the Redskins though.
I don't picture the score to be that high. I honestly think that it'd probably be, I'm guessing 2017. I'm picking the 49ers by 3. But man, you guys all made valid points, man. The running game's got to be there. The referees got to stop calling every fucking call now.
Yeah, why you said nothing about the referees?
No, but I do, because it means a lot to me when I'm watching my team stride and make good plays,
If you look across,
and then you see the
look across
whistle
the
get
NFL,
blown.
everybody
And
gets
it's not,
through
and
the
it's
call,
not
man.
so much. It's not so
Everybody
much
gets
like
through a call,
I'm
man.
not complaining about every play.
You use
but
that
I
shit as
can
a
only,
crutch.
I can only speak
Like
about
the first half against the Bears, right?
no, but I can only speak about like how I'm watching the 49er game against
I'm not fucking
Arizona,
crying about the whole
game
fucking
against
season.
Chicago. You know,
I'm not crying about the whole fucking
those-
If the Bears would
those
lost that game,
flags-
he was like still would have been bringing that shit up.
All right, we're past that now, though. We're past that.
Let's go to the Panthers.
Let's go. Let's Charles do his thing.
Yeah, get it.
No, it's all right, but I need the Niners to win at least by 3. I need you guys to win, okay?
Okay, hold on.
The next game,
Before you say that, I got a question for you. Y'all got 2 49er fans. If you lose this game, what's next?
if
What did
this
I-
was
what did
the
I
fifth-
tell you?
If this was
To
the
make 'em
fifth,
win
we'd
game.
all be drunk. So that's
If
simple.
you want
I
to
already
see,
answered that fucking
if
question.
you want to see how Charles really feels about the officiating, hit up our YouTube page. I posted a video yesterday.
They
About how
ruined
he-
a lot of scores for
how
us,
he
man.
really-
like,
how he really
and like
felt
I
about
wouldn't
the
even, I'm not just making this shit up, because why is it that when they throw a flag and it ruins us from getting a first down or scoring a touchdown or turning the other team over on downs, I don't have a problem with the play if it's legit. But something is wrong when they're showing replays, and even Troy Aikman of all people is like, oh, that's a little questionable. They got away with one there. I've been hearing that too much on 49er games this year.
It's across the board.
So I don't give a fuck about nobody else, though. It's the 49ers.
It's across
So
the board, Phil.
the thing is, that's the problem I got. I don't care. If you do a hands to the face and you're guilty, then you're guilty. You take the penalty. What Anquan Bolden did against Arizona, yeah, it was a dumb thing. It was a bonehead move. But I understand that man's frustration, because
He do that
every
shit all the
fucking
time,
thing
man.
he do,
Yeah.
he's getting
That's
called
what he
on.
do.
Every goddamn thing he do.
I'm surprised that
Drink the wrong
that shit
Gatorade,
got
flag.
touched.
Like they were really throwing too many flags on us.
Stupid
You know,
looks, I would say.
But it still doesn't give him the reason to do that, and he messed up. So I need the Niners to win by 3 at least. Next game is Panthers and Ravens. Steve Smith facing his former team for the first time. I'm gonna go ahead and just put my tally out there first. I picked the Ravens by 3. I think it'll be a tough game, hard-fought game. Might come down to a field goal in the end. I give the edge to the Ravens.
I'll go. I think Steve Smith's gonna have a hell of a fucking game.
That depends on Baltimore's offensive line. Going to give him Flacco time to get that ball to Smith.
Steve Smith's having some great games.
Yeah,
so
you
far
gotta
this
look at the
year.
season.
He's been having
Smith,
awesome games, over 100 yards and shit.
like what, like 2 or 3 times?
Yeah.
What you guys gonna put on him, Anthony?
Right now, our best cornerback is Antoine Cason, the guy we got from Arizona.
But is Steve Smith their best receiver? Because I thought it was Torrey Smith, wasn't
As
it?
of right now, Steve Smith is Baltimore's best receiver.
Oh, okay.
So I see the Ravens coming out on top because this is gonna be played in Baltimore, right?
Baltimore.
I say 27-17 Ravens because I don't think fucking Benjamin from the fucking Panthers is gonna be a factor. Looking like a straight female.
So, it doesn't have to do with anything.
He's just mad because
Oh, you do like a female though.
Shit, hold on. Okay. I think also Baltimore. I'm thinking more like 28-10, like that, because if I look at like Carolina, you know, it's like Cam Newton got a new throwing partner in Kelvin Benjamin.
Yep.
Right.
And Benjamin's a good wide receiver. Right?
Yeah, y'all might got to steal. You got to steal.
What, top 6 in wide receivers.
Yeah, you got to steal with that.
49ers have?
But see, it's gonna
that's a rookie.
It's gonna come down. It's gonna come down to like running the ball. And Baltimore's proving, even with Ray Rice not being there no more, that they can still kind of run the fucking ball. And then you look with Steve Smith. Let's be honest, you know, with the whole kicking him out so Cam can take over. You know, it's a personal game. It's a personal game to him. It's really personal. He's gonna go out there to try to really, and I think Flacco's gonna go out there and say, okay, because Smith will go to that huddle and be like, hey, give me the damn ball, and he's gonna make it fucking personal. Shit, because
Motherfuckers think I can't play?
Yep, exactly. You want to push me off of his ass because he can't take the job from me? You know, that didn't look good for Cam.
Hold on.
You know.
That's not what he said.
What'd he say?
He said, you motherfuckers think I can't, or you motherfuckers think I can't play? Wait till week 4. He was talking to Gettleman.
But see,
Gettleman has been the issue with Smith.
No. Because we heard.
It's very well known.
We heard it was a power struggle between Cam and Steve Smith.
When you use the word motherfuckers, not motherfucker,
He used
talking about the Panthers as an organization.
I can pull up the vine again. He used motherfucker. That's what he said. He's talking about Gettleman because...
So your score was 27-17?
No, that was Jose's.
My score was 28-10.
28-10. Anthony, go for it.
I'm going to go ahead and clear the air real quick. The issue was with Gettleman. It was with Gettleman because Gettleman wanted to push Steve Smith out so Cam and Luke can take over the locker rooms and be the undisputed leaders in the locker room.
So they can wear the
Then another reason was because they know that they were going to draft a wide receiver. Smith has always had a problem with wide receivers. He's always had an issue with new rookie wide receivers. He's even gotten in a fight with a couple of rookie wide receivers before as well. So they didn't want to stunt the development of their new wide receiver coming in, and that's why Gettleman shipped him out. It wasn't Jerry Richardson. Jerry Richardson wanted him to stay. Him and Jerry Richardson have been close ever since they drafted him in 2001. Every time, you know, whatever Steve Smith came out when he was up for a contract, they had his shit signed before the season ended.
I think it's kind of tragic though because you know, with the emergence of Kelvin Benjamin, you guys would have been
if it would have been Smith on one side and Benjamin on the other side, it would have been really lethal. But that's on the field. The Gettleman shit was off the field shit, in the locker room type shit.
So it had to be really bad for them to let the personal stuff stunt the professional.
But obviously
that's what happens in sports though, man.
Yeah,
that's the Shaq and Kobe thing.
Yeah,
but see, I mean,
business.
you got to think about it. Even with the power struggle, which it sounds like
you gotta put your stuff aside and win those championships.
It's a power struggle.
Yeah, the Lakers could have.
You know, I think it looks bad.
Yeah.
You make Cam look
because they had Carl.
You make Cam look bad.
Yeah, but
you got to clear.
though.
You got to clear the
Shaq
deck
on
for
with Kobe,
instead of
bro.
Cam just saying, "Hey, going to Steve Smith. Hey, you know, it's a new day. You getting older. Hey, I'm
They
taking over
made
the team.
niggas like Rick
This is my
Ross.
team."
That's why I said it's
the same thing with what's it,
Keekly, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
same
what
thing
I'm
with
saying is,
Keekly.
like,
With the Celtics,
players,
you know?
players that weren't. Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
We're
like,
talking about
players
basketball.
that
Okay,
weren't-
hey, we get sidetracked.
You know, players
Let's
that
come
weren't,
back. Let's come back.
Let's come back now, right?
Let's
Y'all
come
had
back.
side conversations earlier when Anthony was trying to make his point.
You cut into Anthony's point, fella.
Sorry, go for it.
God, great fan.
Anyways, Steve Smith has already said. Steve Smith has already said this week is going to be blood and guts. I fully expect that.
But he shouldn't look at it that way. He should just go out there and play football.
But you know what? He has
just
been like that his whole career.
One of his personal feelings fucks up the game for Baltimore, and then what?
But see, look, Flacco has already said, Steve Smith has already said he's going to want the ball every single play. He says, but I can't because that will fuck up our game plan. But when Steve Smith gets the ball, he's going to treat it like it's 300 out there, which is fine because that's how Steve Smith has played his whole career. So I expect nothing less from him.
He's a mean little man, I'll tell you that.
And the thing is,
He from LA?
yeah, he's from Cali. Anyways, my worries is if he meets Sharper. Well, it's not Sharper. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, we're getting
there it is.
drunk across state lines.
Roman Harper. He had an issue with Harper a while back when he was playing for the Saints. Now that can blow up. I'm thinking there's going to be at least 2 personal foul penalties in this game. I picked Carolina to win 20-16.
How old is Roman Harper?
Too fucking old.
Well, here's my question.
I think he's like 31.
Yeah, he's got that big ass great square patch.
He just has gray hair, but he's not that old. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, man. Well, it's time for the rant section.
You got any questions from the crowd? No questions? Okay.
Any rants?
Well, I got my rant out of the way. Fucking Pedro Martinez for fucking doing the Shields, so that was my fucking.
Worst
Mine
trade
isn't
ever.
really a rant. Mine's more of a good story type thing. Because I didn't mention it last week. Well, 49ers ain't got nothing good to talk about, so we can be quiet right there. Anyways,
Story.
I'll give a shout out. I'll give a shout out to the Bengals. You still pissed about something that happened fucking decades ago. Anyways, I'll give a shout out to the Cincinnati Bengals for putting Devin Stills on the practice squad and putting him on the actual roster. To keep to help him pay the medical benefits for his daughter, who actually just went into surgery yesterday. For cancer, whatever like that. So I'll give props to the Bengals for going ahead and keeping them because they cover 100% of her hospital bills.
That's a class act.
Because people are always talking shit about the Bengals
Yeah,
organization.
and especially with all this negative stuff going on in the NFL.
Shit, now we turn into the Bengals. All these fucking arrests.
So I'll give a special shout out to the Bengals because you don't see that too often. You don't see a lot of NFL teams doing that.
Well, like that is a good story, and that's what we're talking about.
That's a great story.
Talking shit about it, but it was a good story.
You want to go, Charlie, or me?
Yeah, let me go. My rant is simple today. Not loud, nothing like that. I just need the 49ers to score more than 3 points in the second half.
I fucking co-sign with that too.
I am so sick and tired of this shit. You know what? You get your motherfucking asses out there and you score some goddamn points. You should score at least something every goddamn quarter. The sad part is, like, the 49ers always put up points and they always have the lead in the first half, and then they just give up the ass in the second half. And I'm just sick and tired of that shit. How the fuck am I supposed to defend a team from San Francisco if they're giving up the ass? Like, it's just bullshit. And I can't, the referees will fucking coach you. The referees will blow you out of the fucking game. But does that mean you're supposed to quit? Does that mean you're just supposed to throw wide open interceptions to people? There's some things that's gonna have to change around here, and they're gonna have to change quick. I've never said this before, but I'll go on record. If you gotta fire Harbaugh for our fucking team to get better, then you gotta do what you motherfucking gotta do.
Well, there is rumors that he might go back to Michigan.
Well, then you know what? If we've already got the best out of him, and this is as good as he's gonna get, thank you. Take it easy.
Bring back Singletary.
Because I need us to win. It's that fucking simple. I need the 49ers to win. All right, go, Randy.
Well, it ain't more random. Mine's, I'm just going to this game tomorrow versus the fucking Packers. This shit's personal. I'm just go ahead and fucking say it. It's personal. It's a personal goddamn game.
What did you mean?
I hate them sons of bitches from Green. I almost said something. Green Bay.
Green bitch Bay.
Yeah, I can still use that. Thank you. Green bitch Bay. Now, with that being said, the Bears, this is y'all time to step up. Great win against the 49ers. Great win against the fucking Jets. But this game tomorrow is fucking personal. You sit here, these motherfuckers been sitting there cocky for fucking years talking about they own our ass. I mean, we showed them we had a fight last year fucking splitting the series. But I want you to put your foot on their fucking throats tomorrow. I'm tired of this shit. That's what I want to see. I don't want you to just beat them. I want you to beat the dog shit out of them. We take the goddamn division. Fucking Aaron Rodgers cried like a little bitch to his little roommate at home. I'll be happy with that.
No marquee NFL quarterback like that should still have a roommate.
Channeling his inner
Exactly.
George Ellis.
Yeah. Go Bears!
So that's our show this week, fellas. I'm
Fuck
Chuck
Green
Jones.
Anthony Mendez.
Randy Dixon.
Jose Mejia.
Shout out to the crowd.
Yeah.
You just went hard in the paint.